Yes, YouTube, good morning. Welcome back to my chat. Is it the afternoon?
Probably just, but do you want to...
Afternoon? No, that's all right. Depends what time they're watching it, doesn't it? Right, I'm at my compound, and in previous videos, various social media posts and lots of messages to you guys, I've promised that I'm going to build new things here. So I've got the big drop, I've got a big jump, a mulch jump, a boner log, a vert wall, a little mulch drop. You haven't seen a lot of it ridden because it's that time of year now where I'm getting it riding, but, oh, and another small mulch jump, which you have seen, but it's actually happening. So behind me is a work in progress. Yesterday I've started what is going to be a huge project which is going to go on for a few weeks that I'm extremely excited about. I'm a bit nervous because I don't know yet what I'm doing or how it's going to turn out, but I'm massively excited because you guys are going to be able to get involved. It's something that loads of my mates are going to be able to ride. Some of you guys can definitely come and ride. I'm just building an insane pump track. So this is private land. I can build basically whatever I want, which is insane. So when I say pump track, we're talking like unique features, crazy stuff. I'm really excited, and everyone loves pump tracks. Not everyone wants to come and ride my big jumps and massive jumps after a long day at work, but I think everyone's going to be keen for an evening sesh, a barbecue, a go on the frisbee, a go on the air rifles, and a pump track. So not only is there going to be loads of riding happening, but the coolest thing is I'm going to document the entire process building this pump track. So behind me, I've started yesterday and this morning a roll-in, so nothing's really happened yet, but I wanted to have something to talk about at least and show you without just saying, guys, I'm building a pump track, believe me or not, and then nothing's going to happen. So we're going to have time lapses, we're going to have how to build berms, how to build rollers, how to build jumps, what good dirt is to use, what good shovels are, what good rakes are. Basically, if it works for me, I want it to be able to work for you. So if you kind of watch this series of videos about the pump track, I'm calling it a pump track, who knows what features are going to be in it, but that's the name on the tin right now. So the cool thing about my compound is it's not on completely flat ground. There are like some different levels, and up this end we're kind of in a natural bowl because I've got the side of that land in there. This kind of area comes up here, and then all along here is risen ground. So I'm using this for a roll-in, which sounds weird because pump tracks are supposed to go full circle, but because I've got that high ground here, I want to use it for speed to get going, to get really fast into a pump track. So there's probably going to be, what I think right now is a start section up here and then a continuous loop down below, so you kind of like whirlwind into a middle pump track loop, and eventually when the ground gets rolling fast, I want to be able to roll back to the top. But word of advice, if you're going to start from scratch building anything, whether it's a downhill track, a pump track, dirt jumps, you have to just get the ground rolling. You have to get a route, you have to know where you're going to go and just get the ground so it starts to go firm. If you just build everything the height you want it, as big as you want it, it's almost never going to go hard, because if you can't clear the first jump, you're not going to be able to jump the second jump. The first jump's never going to go hard because you're always skidding because you can't clear the second jump, if that makes sense. So you just got to get a loop going, so that's the plan. So rolling. This is all clay. The whole area where I live is sand, but I yesterday had to dig out clay, which is, like, I've got so much respect for you guys who dig clay trails because it is an absolute task. It's so heavy, so clogged, just ruins your shoes, but it goes really hard. So this is the rolling. I'm going to make it a little bit taller, and I'm building a retaining wall there out of breeze blocks right now. Don't know what I'm doing, don't even know how to mix cement, but Google seems to have the answers. And I'm going to build that vertical because in the future I can see that being like a wall ride or kind of a tyre tap wall on the side of the roll-in. So I'm already trying to think ahead, and it just means I can build it up higher without things collapsing. So what I'm thinking so far, rolling up here, we've got loads of height here. Like, to be fair, you can see how much speed you're going to have. Straight in, and then I want to have a bit of a left boob here. So I've 20 tons of sand arrived earlier today, which I'll show you now. That's insane. Like, that was cost me 430 quid, so it shows how much sand costs, but we'll see how far 20 tons goes. So I'm going to build a big kind of left scrub boob here into another single roller, and then right hand 90-degree berm here, another roller, and then another right hand 90-degree berm. The reason I'm not going to build a 180 berm straight away is berms are really hard to get firm and go hard. Every time you rip round it, your tyres kind of do more harm than good, you destroy it. So if I break it down into 2 separate 90-degree corners, it's going to do less damage. It will turn you a bit, pump, turn you a bit. Has the same effect, but it's going to get this whole thing rolling quicker, which is the main thing. I'm going to keep talking about that because I have built dirt jumps from scratch, and it's so important to start small, get the ground hard, and come up bit by bit. And that's something that Sam Johnson taught me, because he basically taught me how to dig up at Woburn, who's here today. So he's casting an eye over and basically saying, he's basically thinking like Matt doesn't actually know what he's talking about. But I've learned a bit from Sam. So we'll see how far 20 tons of sand goes. I'm not going to talk yet about anything after that, because until I've built this, I don't want to make any promises or plans. But I've got this whole space to work with. I've got the side of that landing, that's why the AstroTurfs come off. We've got all the way past Sam down there. We're going to move all that timber and all that scrap metal out the way. So there is an insanely big space here to work with. I'm so excited about it, and there's lots happening. So now I'm going to start some time lapses. We're going to start wheelbarrowing sand. Scott, are you helping?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yes, Scott. I'm going to carry on with my breeze block cement wall because I'm quite enjoying it, and it's hard. Like every time I get it all perfect, I put a spirit level on it. It is like you could roll an egg off it. It's so bad. But I'm stoked. I'm so happy to be building again. This summer, people are going to be able to come here after work, session with me, which is going to be good for me, good for everyone else, good for me to give back, because loads of people have helped me in the past. So, winning. Today's video was short, and now I'm just going to slam time lapses in of what we do today and tomorrow. And then the next video we'll talk about how far we got and the next plan. So please stay tuned, keep an eye on what's happening with the pump track. Give me ideas, please. If you give me some sick ideas and I can incorporate them in this area, I'll be stoked and you can come ride. So thanks everyone, you're all absolute legends. Click here to subscribe. Here's some more videos for you guys to watch and enjoy. Again, legends, peace.